The Kalari Alliance had existed for thousands of years. They were explorers, traders, and builders of peace. Their fleets had crossed countless galaxies, meeting many young civilizations. Most were weak, still learning the ways of the stars. But one day, long-range sensors picked up something different. A massive ship, larger than any they had ever seen, was moving through the dark of space. It did not answer signals. It carried no trade markings. Its design was unknown. Whispers spread through the council chambers. Who built such a monster, one elder asked. No known species builds ships of that size, another replied. The Kalari named it the Titan. Curiosity ruled the Kalari. They decided to send a diplomatic vessel, small but well-armed, to approach this unknown giant. Their hope was to study it, perhaps learn of a new friend or prepare for a new rival. The diplomatic Captain Valar stared at the data. This ship is a world unto itself, he whispered. If hostile, it could break fleets in half. The council reminded him, do not provoke, do not fight, just watch and learn. And so Valar's ship set a course for the Titan. When they arrived, the Kalari were struck with awe. The alien warship was black as midnight, armored with thick plates that seemed to drink in the light of stars. Towering spires rose along, its hull glowing faintly with hidden power. It is not a ship, one officer gasped. It is a fortress. Even more strange, the vessel bore markings in a language no translator could decode. Symbols etched deep into metal, bold and proud. Then, for the first time, the ship spoke. A single voice filled the Kalari bridge. Unidentified vessel. You are approaching UNS Titan's Wrath. State your intent. The crew froze. The voice was calm, yet carried weight, like thunder hidden behind a whisper. Captain Valar responded, carefully. We are Kalari explorers. We come in peace. Who commands this warship? The reply came swift and cold. We are the United Nations Space Fleet. We are humanity. This vessel is a warship-class Titan. You are entering restricted space. The word struck the Kalari like a storm. Humanity. They had heard rumors, a young race, barely a few centuries, into the stars, aggressive, unpredictable. But this was not the fleet of a young race. This was the fleet of conquerors. Captain Valar tried to calm his shaking crew. We mean no harm. We only wish to learn. But Titan's Wrath moved suddenly, rotating its colossal hull. Massive cannons, each the size of cities, locked onto the Kalari ship. Energy flared across its shields, so strong that even from a distance the Kalari felt their bones tremble. By the stars, one officer whispered. This ship, it could end us in seconds. Fear filled the Kalari crew. For the first time, in centuries, they felt like children staring at the shadow of a predator. Then the human commander spoke again. We detected your probes long before you approached. We know you have been studying us. You must understand. Humanity does not wish for war. But if war comes, we do not lose. The words carried no pride, only certainty. It was not a boast, it was a warning. Valar felt the weight of it. This was a species that had fought endless wars, sharpened by fire, hardened by struggle. They had built a warship not for conquest, but for survival. To the Kalari's surprise, the humans invited them aboard. Reluctantly, Valar agreed. Inside, the Kalari saw wonders and terrors. Halls of steel filled with warriors in heavy armor, their eyes cold but determined. Training chambers where soldiers moved like predators, disciplined and silent. And at the core, the great engine. Its hum was deep, endless, alive. A machine heart that could burn stars. Why build something so fearsome? Valar finally asked. A human officer answered, her gaze steady. Because every time we think we are safe, the universe tests us, and humanity refuses to fall. Valar began to understand. The humans were not conquerors by choice. They were survivors. Every war, every invasion, every threat had pushed them to build greater defenses. The Titan's Wrath was not just a warship. It was a message. A warning to the galaxy. Humanity will never kneel. When the Kalari finally left the ship, they carried with them more than fear. They carried respect. And a heavy question. What happens when such a species is truly threatened? The Kalari Council listened in silence as Valar gave his report. They are unlike any we have met. They are scarred yet unbroken. Their warship is not the blade of conquerors, it is the shield of titans. And if the galaxy ever turns against them, the galaxy itself may fall. From that day, word spread across the stars. The first alien encounter with humanity's warship of titans was not a battle. It was a warning. And in the darkness of space, countless civilizations began to whisper one truth. Humanity had arrived, and the galaxy would never be the same.